Alright, y'all. We're getting ready to make this grape soap. I've got a pound here of soap. And we're going to get this cut up. Hopefully it won't kill my hands this time. I know some of you guys like watching people cut soap, so I figured I would cut the soap with you. This is just a goat milk soap base, melt and pour. And I'm just cutting it down. And then I'm going to go over this way. And I'm going to cut it this way. It's pretty easy to cut, actually, guys. And then we're just going to get it cubed. And the only reason we cube it just makes it a little easier to melt. Okay, that's why I do it. I don't know why everybody else does it. It makes it easier to melt to me if they're all... I'm not going to say they're all going to be totally the same because, you know, nobody's perfect. But I try to get them as close as I can. And this is kind of fun, just chopping soap. I don't know why. Hey, get back over here on the board. Where are you trying to go? Oops. If you're not making fun messes, then are you having fun? I'm going to do that and that. And I just keep throwing things off. Don't you love watching me make messes? I like watching me make messes. Okay, so some of this is not the same. Y'all just pretend it is. Pretend it's all the same size. It's a lot easier to do with those other ones that have the blocks already cut into them. But this doesn't. So, alright, so got all my soap. I got this. And normally I do this over a double boiler. But today, it's all going in here. And yes, I'm going to microwave this at 30-second intervals until it is melted, and I'll come back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so I have my goat's milk base, melt and pour base, melted down. While I'm letting that cool off, I went ahead, I mixed in this little cup. I'm about to do a slurry. I don't know if you can see it very well. But it's a half teaspoon of French green clay, a half a teaspoon of vitamin E oil. Am I showing that? Yeah. And then a half a teaspoon of olive oil. And this is what's going to give us our colors. And I guess I probably should tell you that I'm making the green grapes on a rope. And hold on, I'll show you that in just a second. Let me get the slurry mixed up really good. Because what I don't want to do is have clumps in my slurry, because my slurry will be slurried. No, I just really don't. I don't want clumps in here. I want to make sure that it's perfectly smooth before I pour it into this base of soap. And then I got some other things. So the French green clay, it just, for me, it just helps remove impurities. If you have oily skin, really helps pull those out. The vitamin E oil is just very good for your skin too. Hold on, I'm getting a skin on my soap. Give me just a second to stir that up. And let me check the temperature on that. 156. I still want to get it down a little lower. And let me go ahead and show you. Oh, let me get this mess out. So these are my grapes. I did go ahead and I twined every single one of these. So this is how I'm going to make the soap on the rope grape. And I'll show you how we're going to do that after I get the soap mixed up. So let's just get that done. This slurry looks pretty doggone good. I'm going to go over here into this. And I'm going to mix it in. And hopefully we're going to get that green grape look that I'm going for. Green grapes are always my favorite. What about you guys? Tell me. Let me know in the comments what your favorite grape is. We are going to get this in. I want to make sure I get all this because I am trying to get a green color. Yes, I could have used food coloring, but I like, when I can, I like to use the clay or, activated charcoal, things that are more naturally coloring. I don't know why. It feels more pure. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't know. And so now I'm going to try to get that stirred. If I could quit getting soap in my mouth, that would be a good idea. Try to get that in there. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough green, though, guys. This may be really light green. Huh. Well, look, we're going to do the best we can. So, I'm going to keep stirring. And then this is the first time I have ever tried to make these soaps. I will tell you, getting the twine through those little holes was so much fun. Not. But I did learn a lot. So the next time I'll get like a yarn puller, whatever they call those things. And maybe, or a, yarn needle. Because it'll be much easier. So this is going to be super, super light green. I don't want to add any more French green clay. Because this is a pound, and that's pretty much where I need to stay with that. I may add a few drops of... No, I'm not. I'm just going to keep it this color, and if it doesn't turn out green, it's okay. So what I am going to do, though... Ow, that was hot. Okay, so what I am going to do, though, I am going to add in some laurel oil, and... I'm going to add in some Nag Champa, or Champa. I don't really know how to say it. Candle Science, one of my favorite ones. It's kind of like an incense smell. Let me get my other cup up here. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. The puppy had to go out, so you guys missed me doing it on screen. Sorry, I mixed up the laurel oil and the Nag Champa. Woohoo, and she is fragrant. I wish I could smell that. This is a fragrant. We're going to go ahead and get this mixed in. I'm getting skin, which I'm trying to cool down this soap before I pour anyway, so we're good. We want to get this soap down to about 135, 145 in that area. And, oh, y'all, I wish y'all could smell that. Holy moly. That just makes me want to. That's just, wow, that smells good. Alright, I am going to, hope I do this right. I'm going to go ahead and spray this first. Just because they said to. I don't know what I'm doing here. And I do have another one off to the side in case, which there's no in case. I think this is going to make more than I need, so I'm going to make some bars. So, alright, you guys, wish me luck. You ready? We're going to try to do exactly what it says, and there's no pretty way to do this. It just goes in. It just goes in the holes. And I think I'm supposed to cover up those pink things, so that's what we're going to do. Okay. Dude, at this point, if it goes over, I'd be more happy. I don't want to have ones that turn out, crappy. But, we'll see. Spritz it with some alcohol. Get rid of all them soap bubbles. Y'all crossed your fingers on this. Because this will decide if I ever make these again. Okay. Here we go. Here we go now. Ooh, I'm not sure there's enough soap in there. Hold on. I'm picking this right back up. And I'm pouring some more in there right now. I'm filling it up. What I know I ain't going to allow... I'm sorry, what I know I'm not going to allow to happen is not to have enough. I want it coming out the ends. I got me some alcohol smell in here, y'all. That's what I want right there. I want this stuff actually coming out. So it's coming out the balls. The reason being is I want it to fill it up so every ball is full. Now we'll see what happens. I don't know, guys. Y'all are with me on this. Never done this before, but that's that done. And like I said, I'll take the rest of this and pour it into a bar. But I'll be back with y'all after I unmold this, and we'll see what kind of disaster or beautiful masterpiece we made. So I probably advise against what I'm about to do, but I'm trying to figure out. I think I overfilled the mold. So I'm trying to figure out how to get them out. Oh my God, I don't want to break them. Don't try this at home, kids. So yeah, I definitely overfilled the mold. That happened. Can I get them out of there and make them round little balls? That is the question. They make this stuff look so easy online. They make it look easy. It's not. It's not easy. Okay, we're cutting all the balls off. We trying, Dad. Huh. Well, I think I can fix them.
You not chilly in here?
Not at all. Okay. Are you? Well, you've been outside, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure they look like grapes, but I guess I can play with it a little more, but yeah. Weird. Check it out. That is so weird. They look more like those candies that we had as kids, and I can't remember what they were called. So I am going to try to get all of these undone, and I will be back. And this is the best that I could do. She's not pretty, but it's something, right?
Wait, what?